Alright, so you saw what we did beforehand. This is what it looks like when it comes out. It's got a nice good bark on the outside, all the way around. And we put our meat into the smoker with the fat side up. The reason you want the fat side up is because that fat's going to break down while it cooks, and it's going to flavorize, tenderize, and moisturize that meat as it goes through the process. So we've got a real nice bark on it. You can see that bone sticking out a little bit. I could just pull that, it come right off. But I'm going to show you how we trim it here at the restaurant, so it's going to be a little bit different. But we got a nice bark on the outside. I'm going to show you guys what we do. This is called a dip. It's a Lexington style dip. And it's something that a lot of restaurants do in the Piedmont area. But we're going to make that here for you. So I start off with a quart of water. I've got a quart of water in here. I've got white vinegar. And a lot of people use apple cider. You can choose to use whatever vinegar you like, but I choose white because I like the milder flavor. And I'm going to put 3 quarts of that on top of 1 quart. So I want 4 quarts of liquid product here. So 4 quarts, 3 parts white vinegar, 1 part water. And we're going to do that. Now this is a Lexington thing. It's a Piedmont regional thing. This is not a broad-scale North Carolina thing. So if we're talking about that, if we're looking at the state as a whole, that's going to be from right about here down in that region. This is just a slim region. Everything over here is going to be all vinegar. So it's going to be all vinegar and red pepper flakes. What we're doing is we're going to add a dip to it. The reason that it's different than out east, or down east I should say, is because we're going to add this, which is a little bit of tomato base, a little bit of paste and ketchup, and we're going to add that in. So that's going to go right here just like that. Then I've got a little bit of apple juice. Apple juice is going to give me a little bit of sweetness. It's going to give me just a little bit more than I want out of that vinegar. It's going to cut it just a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to take red pepper flakes, which we like. We're going to put those in. Some black pepper to season. And some sugar. Michelle's going to run get me a whisk so I can blend all this together. And then we're going to finish our product. Now what you'll do with this, now you can see the way we've changed it. So we've got a little bit, thank you so much. We've got a little bit of a quart of water, 3 quarts of white vinegar, the rest. We're going to stir this all together, mix it up so that tomato paste and ketchup has a way to blend all the way throughout. And then we're going to transfer this to the stove. Now you're going to see all these pepper flakes blend through. That's your flavor there, okay? So we're going to take this, you're going to put that on the stove for about 15 minutes, get it to a nice low rolling boil, bring it out, it's done and ready to go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to teach you how to trim our pork. This is how we do it here at the restaurant. It's pretty simple. I use a cleaver. That's what I'm comfortable with. And I just take this initial fat cap off. It comes right off. If it's cooked right, just like that, it'll just peel all the way back. And it opens up the inside of that meat right there, just like that. Now, there's more fat right here on that layer. It just scrapes right off. So when you're preparing this at home, or you're preparing this in a restaurant, you decide to open one day, no one wants a huge, big chunk of fat in their meat. So just remember, you always got to take all that fat off, and you can do that very easily if it's done correctly. So now you've got your meat exposed. This is my favorite cut of meat over here. So the bone is now closest to me on this side. This is my favorite cut right here. And this is what I choose all my chunk plates with. It's really easy. And you can see this meat has a great, nice, pink, smoky color to it. It's got really good smoke. It's got really good smoke, but it's got really good bark on the outside. This is the best cut for me, personally. So when I go to a restaurant like Sauceman's or like some of the others around the area that serve it this way, I'll choose a coarse chop. It's going to be a meatier cut, and it's just going to give me that great flavor. So that's how we prepare our meat. Now what we'll do now after this, after we've got it prepared for you, I'll take a little bit of that mixture that I've made, I'll swipe it on there, that's called a dip, and then it's out the door, straight to your table with our red slaw, white slaw, or hush puppies. So any other questions? Anything you want to comment about, make sure you go to www.saucemans.com. You can leave it there or post it on our Facebook site. I'll be happy to chat with you about anything we talked about today. And anything that you want to discuss or ask, we're always an open book. We're here to give you the information. So I hope you've enjoyed our video series. Make sure you come in and try us out at Sauceman's, 228 West Boulevard, 704-333-7070, right in historic South End. Thanks for being around with us today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks.